We have the Searching for Gold Research Day in Pokemon Go, so we're gonna go over all the top tips to help you guys max out on this event and get you guys a lot of items as well. So welcome to the Trainer Club. Here we go. Searching for gold in Pokemon Go is going down on Saturday from 2 until 5 p.m. in your local time zone, so make sure to be ready because not only are we getting a bunch of gold shinies during this event, we're also getting Pokestops that can change over into gold, which means you will not be able to get the Gimighouls that are going to be wildly randomly spawning if you were to have placed a golden lure, but you will be able to have the rewards of what those golden lures do, which is something I will cover in one of my tips. So that is exactly what you need to know, so let's start off with tip number 1. Tip number 1 is all about the Pokestops turning gold in Pokemon Go because like I said, randomly Pokestops can turn gold, which means you can get Gimighoul coins and you can also get extra items. So here's what I'm gonna recommend for you guys. So you're gonna have to balance this out depending on where your bag space is, but I am a pay-to-play player and I have 4,300 spots available in my items. So what I am looking for here is to have Pokemon in gyms, number 1, so I can dump all of my berries as I'm going throughout the day. I do not typically dump berries as in delete them. What I do is you can place Pokemon in gyms and you can remote berry feed these Pokemon. You can feed 10 Pokemon, 10 berries every 30 minutes for a grand total of 100. And if you do that, you will get a grand total of 3,000 Stardust because you get 30 per if you're on a star piece, 4,500 per time. Over time, that does add up. So it's something that I do. I enjoy having a really decently high, for myself, berry badge, and I also just really enjoy it. It makes me feel productive as opposed to just deleting them. But if in this day they are impeding on my day, I am going to delete them because I am looking to get an increase, which I have not had in quite a while because we have a lot of things coming up. We have Axu Com Day and other things, including Go Fest. I know that's a while out, but if you can really start to tip the scales on your Ultra Balls and Great Balls right now, you're gonna be looking very good. So I'm looking to put a lot of my rare candy in mythical Pokemon. That's typically what I do. I put all my rare candy in Pokemon that are not able to be rated for, like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi. For myself, I have a 100% IV. One of these, I'm not gonna tell you guys because I'm gonna be maxing it out to level 50 in a video coming soon, which I'm very excited about. So that's what I would do. I'm gonna put those rare candies in those things, and I raid for all these Pokemon, so I have plenty of candy for a lot of these Pokemon, so I already have that covered. So I'm looking to get as many Great Balls, more preferably Ultra Balls as possible. So I am gonna recommend that if you guys are getting too many Red Balls, I know we use auto catchers and things like that, but you might have to delete some of these just to have enough space here to be able to appropriately get these. And if silver Pineapple Berries are coming out of them as well, I would suggest getting rid of some of your regular Pineapple Berries and start stocking up on the silver ones because they're better for com days and for catching and everything like that. And you can always get easy Pineapple Berries, but if they're silver, this is gonna be a premium resource. So I want you guys to max out with these resources, get as many Ultra Balls as possible, have the second tier be Great Balls. I prefer if you're getting a lot of Ultra Balls, you start deleting the Great Balls, you have less Great Balls, and you have a decent amount of Red Balls, maybe like 400 or 500 if you have quite a bit, so you can sustain your auto catchers in the background at all times. So with that said, now let's get into tip number 2. Tip number 2 is going to be all about the spawns during this event. Guys, we have Pokemon that are going to be spawning and they're all about gold shinies in Pokemon Go. So the spawns are going to be as follows. We do have Weedle, Bellsprout, Poochyena, Buizel, Temple, Shelmet, and Stuffle. And then if you are lucky, you can get Lickitung and Azumarill, but that one cannot be shiny, but it is a very viable PvP Pokemon. And it is a second tier evolution Pokemon. You get a guaranteed Exo Candy on that, which you do need Exo Candies to optimize that Pokemon for Great League if it is with the right IVs, which we're about to check out here. So we do have one Pokemon here that can be a Mega. That's going to be Weedle going into Beedrill. Beedrill Mega is going to be great. It's an easy one to use for your badge. You do get Beedrill energy every day from spinning gyms, so that's very productive for us there. So these Pokemon obviously do have shinies, great looking shinies. So let's check out the IVs of which ones are going to be optimal for PvP. Beedrill, unfortunately, is 212 in the Great League, 95 in the Shadow, but we're not going to focus on that one. Victreebel in the non-Shadow is going to be 328 in the Great League, which is kind of way out of reach there. Or 321 in the Ultra League, so we're also not going to focus on that. And as far as Beware, it's 161 in the Great League, 154 in the Ultra League, and 105 in the Master League. So if you guys are looking to optimize one there, obviously play with it first, but it has a pretty cool moveset on that Pokemon, and it's normal, so it's going to be resisting ghost types. The moveset for that one is going to be Shadow Claw, Superpower, and Payback. Pretty cool moves on that. But now let's get to the most effective ones. We do have Lickitung in the Great League, ranked 8 with Lick, Body Slam, and Power Whip. Body Slam will require an Elite TM to get, and it's going to require 296 XL Candy because it goes all the way to level 50 at a 914-15 for optimization here. here. So that's going to be a lot of XL candy. And then if you want also Licky Licky, that's ranked 73 in the Ultra League at a 0, 14, 15 at 48.5 level. So both of those Pokemon do require quite a bit of XL candy, just about 550 combined. And let's not forget about the Azumarill. It's ranked 34 in the Great League at level 45.5 with the moveset of Bubble, Play Rough, and Ice Beam is the recommendation. You can also use Hydro Pump on that, but it's got to work well for your team. Level 45.5 at a 0, 15, 15. So with all that said, now let's get into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is going to be all about Evolution XP and a hidden Pokemon here that's going to help you optimize. As far as Mega Pokemon, I am going to be looking to use a normal type Mega because I want to get as much Licky Tongue XL candy as possible if I have it Mega level 3. So you could do Kangaskhan, Pidgeot, or Baneri. I would suggest doing the Baneri because you can get extra XL candy for Stuffle, so you might as well 2 for the price of 1 here. But if you're looking to go anything else, a Bug type Mega would be really good if you're looking to get the XL candy here. But just remember guys, at the end of the month, we will be having a 2x evolution event for Spotlight Hour. Spotlight Hour is going to be very effective. On the 27th, it is going to be Doduo, which will be 2x Evolution XP. So for this time, it's a great time to stock up on Weedles. Give it as many pineapple berries as possible and save about 200 of those in your bag. And then on this day, you can evolve these for very low price. They are 12 candies per evolve, and they're going to be very effective, so make sure to do this here. And also, if you do want to save even extra ones to help optimize your candy for these Weedles, what you can do is save it all the way until Sunker and Calm Day, which is going to be 2x transfer candy. And if you trade them over 100 kilometers, you're going to be getting 4 candy on that one as well. So what you could do with a friend is everybody catches as many Weedles as possible. You trade them hopefully over 100 kilometers, but even if not, you're going to get guaranteed 2 regular candy every single time because that is going to be the bonus of this new season, right? So that's very optimal. And then if you can trade them over 100 kilometers, that's going to be the best because it'll give you 4 candy, and then you transfer that traded Pokemon will give you 6 total candy right there to help get even more candy for Spotlight Hour if you don't have enough. But that's one way to help you optimize candy, which is then going to lead us to tip number 4. Tip number 4 will be all about the research coming from Pokemon Go during this event. Just make sure that it is going to be a yellowish gold research tag that is an event research, and any of the ones that go that are going to give you an encounter will give you one of the following: Caterpie, Magikarp, Nosepass, Sableye, as well as Barboarch. Okay, so there's one Pokemon here which is going to be Sableye. 632 is the 100% IV. That one does have a future Mega. Not important. What is important is that if you do encounter this, give it a red raspberry or a golden raspberry, and then what you're going to do is run away from that Pokemon. That is going to start stacking up your tasks. So you're going to be able to help get more of those Pokemon in your bag so that optimally you can have 100 for when the next 3x catch Stardust is going to be for Calm Day, because that will be in 3 months. Well, I guess 2 technically on the 10th, but you know what I mean. So then what we're also going to do is the other one. So Magikarp 100% IV will be 117. That one does have a Mega. Mega Gyarados is fantastic because of its dual type Mega of Dark as well as Water. Great dual typing right there to help you guys get dual typing during an event, so I highly suggest you have it. Caterpie 100% IV will be 187. Caterpie is another 12 candy per evolve that you can add into tip number 3, where we did talk about stacking those up. So give it a pineapple berry, catch it, and save it if you don't have enough Weedles for that June 27th Spotlight Hour. Nosepass at 425 and Barboarch at 351. Probopass is going to be ranked 140 in the Great League with optimal IV ratio at a 0, 15, 15. Gyarados will be ranked 124 in the Ultra League, but optimally 12 in the Shadow or 17 in the non-Shadow in the Master League. So that Pokemon is a beast in the Master League, but it is requiring the Calm Day move of Aqua Tail, and that will be a 100% IV Pokemon, so 117 is the one to look out for. And if you don't get it, make sure to trade it if you're trying to use it in the Master League, because getting a lucky hundo is going to save you a lot of Stardust and powering it up. And then let's not forget about Wishcash. That's going to be ranked 12 in the Great League, very efficient at a 0, 14, 13. However, those 2 Pokemon that are going to be ranked very good and you have to trade for, unfortunately, you can't get a trade for with an Ultra, even Great, or Best Friend to optimize that 0 attack. So you will have to catch that in the wild, and unfortunately it's in the field research, but you can still get XL candy, stock up on this one, and regular candy as well. So that's going to be it for the event. Stock up on items. Good luck out there. Hopefully you guys get Sableye to stack in your field research for the next Calm Day with increased Stardust in Pokemon Go. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, participation to the next level. I'm going to see you guys out in the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.